Hello and welcome to the Overwatch Oasis League. My name is Charles, joined by Lady of Siren tonight as I bring you a cracker of a Tier 2 showdown as Rogue Knights and Cosmic Dawn kick off their season here. Tier 2 already off to a banger of a start here in Season 5 of the Overwatch Oasis League. Joining me on the desk is Lady of Siren. How are you doing, Siren?
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking.
Oh, I always ask. It's part of the package. It's written down. It's on my script. It's on the prompter, so I actually don't have any other option. I'm like Ron Burgundy. As long as it's on the prompter, I'll just read it. That's a reference to like a movie that came out in like 2004. We're off to a strong start. But Rogue Knights, Siren, back to defend, not defend their title, obviously, because they did fall short of making it to the championship game, but Rogue Knights having an extremely strong season in Season 4, taking 2 months off, as all the other teams did, pushing into the semifinals and now looking to improve on that. Last season, they had a really, really strong performance and managed to keep most of their core together. As we see many familiar names come back. We've seen Beezer and Fat Cat play on that support lineup forever. Clantac and Last Brown have done some ridiculous things. We have Eldritch here as well. Sean the Ginger is a presence that we're very used to as well. Something to look out for. Uravity is going to be one of their new pickups this season, as well as Clantag. So 2 debuts coming out today. Looks like both of them are on the starting lineup. Uravity, of course, somebody we're very familiar with in Tier 3, making their Tier 2 debut tonight. Not just that, a starter as well. On the side of Cosmic Dawn, a new team with some very familiar names. Obviously affiliated with Tier 3 team Cosmic Omnics. We have some very familiar names in the form of Super Ninja, Dr. Grill, Zom Dylan. My first ever cast was with Dr. Grill, actually. And I think I might have terrorized her a little bit. Of course, we have Red Hood Kitty, Zanny Boy, Mag Dragon. None of these, right? These are all players we're really used to. So I'm really excited to see how Cosmic Dawn do this season. We do have they're not in the lobby right now, so I don't know if they'll be making it and joining us this evening. Cosmic Dawn have a debut. Big Rick Energy will be joining us sometime this season. And something to look out for, Siren. Uravity and Mag Dragon have played on the same team for years, on and off the lobby. They're best friends, and this is the first time in their careers that they're on opposite sides of the lobby. So it'll be interesting to see if any nuisance kicks off just based on that rivalry. Speaking of rivalries, we also have the social media team rivalry. We have Fat Cat, and I believe it is Dr. Grill. That's Fat Cat and Dr. Grill that runs our Twitter. So they're going to be facing off against each other as well. We have Nation in chat. How are we doing? Siren already mingling with the peasants as well. Crypto, nice to see you. Pixelated here to support their team. Captain, of course, of the Tier 3 team Cosmic Omnics as well. When asked about kind of how they push forward and what drove them to make Cosmic Dawn, it's a really simple answer, and it's just good players having a good time playing good Overwatch. So Cosmic Dawn is kind of built off the same philosophy, and they're just here to slap up some opposition teams and have a good time together.
Yeah, we both have the readies from both sides, so I can get this show on the road, actually.
Yeah, don't keep Rocky Top waiting, Siren. Let's jump in.
Alright.
First map of the rotation is Busan, Siren. Talk us through what we could be looking for here.
On Cosmic Dawn side, I'm pretty sure they're probably going to run the Ryan Zarya, because I know Crossfire on Reinhardt is a very strong Reinhardt. I'm not too sure about Zucker Bees, but I know this duo will probably be very good, and I know Crossfire will be phenomenal. When it comes to Eldritch and Uravity, I know Uravity is a very strong tank.
Sounds like Siren's just cutting in and out a little bit here. So while she fixes that, we're going to go through the starting lineups. On the side of Rogue Knights, here we have Uravity making their Tier 2 debut. Next to Eldritch, Clan Tag, first game in for the Rogue Knights, a starter already. Next to Last Round, and Beezer and Fat Cat, a support duo we are used to seeing for seasons before. On the side of Cosmic Dawn, we have Crossfire and Zuckerbees making up this Ryan Zarya duo we're being teased with. We have the Reaper Sombra, just the full meta coming out from Super Ninja and Esdeath, and Dr. Real and Zom Dylan looking lots of speed, lots of healing, lots of AoE effect here on the Moira and Lucio. So we have a mirror matchup other than the DPS here, so it's just kind of who executes the style of Brawl a little bit better. The Sombra hack target is going to come onto Uravity a lot, I feel like. It's going to be up to them to avoid kind of being stunned out. Both teams looking to come out onto the top side over here, pushing onto the high ground as we see teams like to do here on Mecha Base, of course. Clan Tag already having to say goodbye to the turret here. Counterpin comes out as the Ryan's tab nibbles, but Crossfire does get frozen up. Eventually does end up staying alive as Eldritch and Esdeath ends up being the first deaths for their season so far. No main tank coming out here from Rogue Knights, and Last Round goes down as well, missing that little bit of protection. We have Super Ninja ropping away at the point. Last Round and Fat Cat both going down as Beezer loses that support duel to Dr. Grill as well, and it is a very dominant start to the map and to the season from Cosmic Dawn. Looks like a really aggressive hold coming out here from Cosmic Dawn, and they're just going to prevent Rogue Knights from just being able to steamroll their way onto the point. When you hold up this high, you're forcing the team to spend a lot of resources trying to get up here, and a great hack comes onto Eldritch. Might be the first death here, but no, Beezer is the first to go, and it looks like Rogue Knights might just have to reset here. The Coalescence here, just a little added pressure coming up from Cosmic Dawn. The Coalescence beaming everybody out, including Clan Tag. Zuckerby just sneaking in with the kill confirmed there. The wall is forced out from Last Round very defensively here to try to keep everybody up. Not quite sure what Clan Tag is going to achieve here on the Torbjorn, and just as I say that, we see a Junkrat coming out. The turret isn't really doing as much work on the Sombra as they'd like to. Alright, so the Shatter comes out. Both Shatters come out, actually. Crossfire and Eldritch not finding out anybody. Eldritch getting a kill onto Crossfire. Bees are going down, though, yet again going down early on in the fight. But no worries, as Esdeath and Zom Dylan do not survive this initial push, as Rogue Knights not make their way onto point. It's the Reaper of Super Ninja here, racing around, doing their best to do what they can to solve the point now, and the grab comes out from Zuckerbees. I'm not quite sure about that decision, but Eldritch does eventually end up going down. Can Zuckerbees clutch out a miracle here? No, they cannot, as the grab doesn't have any follow-up. Siren, looks like the grab was there for Super Ninja to capitalize on, but the timing was just a little bit off.
It was just a little bit off there, unfortunately. If they would have got it, they probably would have been able to save it.
And a Clan Tech switching on to the Junkrat here. Siren, any thoughts?
I think that's a really good pick, honestly. It's a lot of damage on their shield.
Alright, Beezer gets taken down early yet again as the two Ryan's counterpin into each other. Oh my goodness, that's a great Death Blossom coming up, but not finding anybody except for Eldritch here. But Super Ninja with a couple primary fires onto the head of that cat over here. Clan Tag and Last Rank getting kills as well, but so it could be anybody's point right now. Clan Tag taking on Zom Dylan as well. The switch off the Torbjorn onto the Junkrat looks like it's paying off. The hack comes out now onto Beezer, but not before they boop Super Ninja off the point and off the map here. Still a line of a point. Beezer goes down to Esdeath, unable to do much while they're hacked up, but Eldritch is finally back taking out Crossfire, and it looks like Cosmic Dawn might just have to call it quits here after investing a lot to try to win that fight. A fight won on the finest of margins on the side of Rogue Knights here. Clan Tag and Uravity now with the very deadly Grav tire combo here with not a lot of ults coming online for Cosmic Dawn here. This could be trouble. Early while coming out, he's going to free Super Ninja, who has a Wraith for him to keep them out. The Coalescence is now going to use to aggressive play. Clan Tech and Uravity both having their ults, and neither of them needing to use them. Great early pickups here from Clan Tech and Uravity as they look to hold out here too. Remember, players making their Rogue Knights debuts here, stepping up to the occasion. Tire comes out, as does the Shatter. No kill's gonna confirm to the Clan Tech. Final finds Dr. Krill in that backline. 95% and ticking. Are they gonna even be able to touch Cosmic Dawn here? Wait for a mad dash here, but Zomdil eventually gets melted and beamed down by Fat Cat, who leads their team to ending their first point with a team kill here in the Overwatch Oasis League.
I also just caught Uravity emoting there. I don't know if that was intentional, but...
Gravity opening up their Rogue Knight's career in style. There's no way
Definitely.
I'll accept an answer that's not intentional there. Zuckerbee's teasing us with the Sigma, the toe man himself, the double barrier coming out here. Sigma, of course, a lot more brawly than he initially seems, and able to sustain a little bit more than the Zarya, but not tougher to get consistent damage out of the Sigma though. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. We have Esdeath coming out onto the Torb instead of Clan Tag this time, and a Super Ninja is going to be on that hit scan roll. We've seen them do some damage on the Ashe before. Alright, Ryan swinging away at each other, trying to force the Zarya cooldowns out of Uravity, but just to say that last round is taken up by Esdeath. Just a quick couple primary fires to the head, get rid of everybody's favorite cowboy here. Rogue Knights yet again starting the map off, a McCree down, and it does look like Kosmic Dawn are going to start off again with control of the point.
I'm sensing a pattern.
Oh my goodness, Siren. I was so nervous, but it looks like Seth Trollins was able to make it. I was gonna cancel the game, so I'm really glad Trollins did make it in on time. Without Trollins in chat, I kind of failed to see any motivation to do this casting work at all. So I'm glad Seth Trollins is here to support us.
Get into position.
Pushing up onto the high ground over here, Clan Tag is going to get rid of Esdeath's turret here as they do a full wraparound, but Crossfire takes on Clan Tag with a fire strike. The Coalescence is there though, and Crossfire is taking too much damage to stay up. Dr. Will just a soul break on point, is unable to brawl against 6 members here. Zom, and Crossfire both going down as well. Rogue Knights with a really clean take here. I believe only using the Coalescence to achieve that. Clan Tag switching over onto the Echo. The dupe form is going to be massive here, as there are a lot of impactful ultimates you're able to dupe and use. As that's Torbjorn here is probably going to be a juicy target. Speaking of, the Molten Core is now online. Maybe a combo with the Flux of Zuckerbees. It'll be really interesting to see how this plays out. Eldritch though with the Shatter as well, ready to hammer down on the point. So the Molten Core comes out as the App Matrix from the Baptiste comes out as well to pressure Rogue Knights, and 2 ults to trade positioning. I don't know if that's a great idea, but it worked. As Rogue Knights are now having to play behind the drummer to avoid a lot of that big damage coming in, which allows Esdeath to get that turret set up, but not for long as Beezer takes that down. That Lucio going to be so accurate onto an immobile target. The Shadow comes down blocked here, and the counter Shadow comes down. I believe that's the first Shadow we've seen land today. Last round comboing with a double kill with the Deadeye, and another flashbang kill onto Zom Dylan as well, just to flex on us. Rogue Knights just showing us what that synergy of years and years and years of playing together does. Phenomenal work coming out. This is a team that spans multiple time zones. We got some folks on the East Coast, some Central Time, lots of Californian players, and then just a couple players just sitting out in England, all the way across the ocean. So some of us are playing on ping as well. The break rally is committed as the Flux is going to find 2, slamming down. Beezer gets taken out, and the follow-up pin is on there onto Uravity. Eldritch gets taken out as well. No Lucio and no supports online for Rogue Knight. Last one is taken out as well, and it looks like Rogue Knights here, if there are any positives to take away, is that they do not use any ultimates in that defense, and they are in one-fight territory, Siren.
Well, Rogue Knights has a lot of ults coming up here, so they could probably take back the point with just like the Coalescence if they want to and save beat, but Kosmic doesn't have a lot to work with.
There are a lot of resources to work with here, and I think the dupe of Clan Tag is going to be the playmaking plus here. And if the timing gets down right, could be combos with the grab. Just as I say that, okay, so it's the grab Coalescence that comes out. A fantastic immortality field coming out to keep everybody alive as Clan Tag is unable to get that and pull that off. Eldritch here with the Shadow, not quite finding anybody, but Beezer is there with the beat to keep everybody alive as Eldritch is able to get so aggressive here, already into the 25% to another Shatter. Beezer takes on control in the backline. Gravity melts down Zuckerbees. Their hands are not going to catch that lightsaber, my friend. The ammo field was committed by Zom Dylan as well, but unable to get too much value as they do end up getting poked up by Uravity. Unfortunate scenes as Crossfire just to shield top their way onto the point to stall, but a dominant performance coming up from Rogue Knights on the first display of the season. Rogue Knights 1, Cosmic Dawn 0 here in the Overwatch Oasis League.
Play of the game.
I do like to see some of the matching skins together that Rogue Knight has. It's really nice to see. They all
Yeah, the
play
matching
really well.
Mayhem skin is always a sight to behold, and of course last round here comboing so well with the Earth Shatter coming out from Eldridge to round out a wonderful set play here. Rogue Knight's looking extremely polished here so far this season. And Siren, the scary thing is that talking to the members of this team, Rogue Knights prides themselves on playing dive. And we just saw a textbook brawl come out, so we could be seeing even more coming out of this side as we head into the season, Siren.
Whether they run, dive, or brawl, they're a very good team and a very scary team to go against.
I believe the next... Remind me what the next map coming out here. I believe it is Blizzard World, Siren. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
It is Blizzard World, you are correct.
Blizzard World is a really interesting pick because the Ashe is almost a must pick here given the medium-sized sightlines on point A and coming into streets, although you see some Sombras finding some success given the side tunnels and pathing that you could take as a Sombra. It'll be really interesting to see what these teams play out, but we could see Rogue Knights run that dive that they're so comfortable on here.
Yes, I do have to agree. Alright, we do got some switches though.
Yeah, it looks like Beezer is going to come into the lineup, give you Ravity not a break, but a switch over onto the damage line to partner last round here. Cat is going to be partnered by, looks like Kuroi Star is going to come in on that support line. I believe we've seen the swaps coming out on the side of Cosmic Dawn here. And we have Big Rick making it into the lobby once again. An Overwatch Oasis debut for this particular player that we're looking forward to today as Cosmic Dawn look to make a mark on this league. Uravity so far having the upper hand on Magdragon and the best friend Darby over here. Blizzard World is going to be super interesting as Rogue Knights are going to be enabled to run a dive if they choose to. There's a good amount of high ground to sit up here, but what you're running the problem... What the problem you might be running into here on attack or defense if you choose to run the dive is that once you get into castle phase, a lot of times most teams are going to run the Rein Sigma or Rein Zarya there. So you might have to, once you get there, make the switches and be really far behind on ult economy. That's going to be a thing that captains and in-game shot callers are going to have to adapt on the fly.
Just waiting for lineups for Cosmic Dawn here. See if they're gonna switch anything.
Becca over here, our fault, just experiencing the game just in chat room, unable to really watch the stream and hear my wonderful voice, so I don't even know why I'm saying hi to them then. We have Sean the Ginger trying to get paid here, trying to secure some bread, trying to get the bag here, and Kurio here is going to make some legitimate inquiries as to how the Canadian economic system works.
Alright, I think that's all the switches that I need to make. Because their Cosmic's lineup for DPS didn't change, so don't need to mess with that. Everything else has been a-okay, so...
Yeah, so Big Rig is going to come in and make their debut here, which I'm very much looking forward to. Yeah, I don't scout outside of the league, so I have no idea what Big Rig plays. It'll be really interesting to see how that plays out. Crossfire is going to remain in the lineup as Super Ninja and as Death don't change it up as well. Dr. Grill is joined by Mag Dragon now here on the support line.
Rogue Knights gets to defend first, or does Cosmic?
I believe this is okay right now. We switch over after map 2.
Alright. Alright. So we got both readies.
Let's jump in, Siren. I'm always ready. You know me.
We don't even need to wait the full 7 minutes. Let's go.
So a lot of times we're seeing Kosmic Dawn. I mean, at this level of Overwatch, we're not going to see too many mistakes come out per se. But Rogue Knights are just carrying out those combos a lot better, and in turn have to expend less ultimates to get bigger advantages, and that's what's carrying them through. Kosmic Dawn so far by no means look messy. They've looked quite clean and coordinated so far this series, all the way through Busan. But just kind of doing the details are not as fine there compared to Rogue Knights, where Rogue Knights are able to win fights off the back of a coalescence, off of one grab, off of a high noon. It looks like Kosmic Dawn sometimes have to throw the kitchen sink in as well to make it work. And over the course of a map, as all of us know that like to watch Overwatch, over the course of a map, those little ultimates and those little resources add up, and Rogue Knight's ability to manage their resources have always been a strength, and is prevailing into Season 5 here as well.
I do like to see the Orisa and Sigma, but the strongest one here is probably going to be
The
Ryan.
Orisa Sigma is a throwback. We haven't really seen that since like even before playoffs of last season, so it'll be really interesting to see how this plays out. Again, in the current meta, basically any hero is viable. I'd say Orisa is actually probably one of the few heroes you would say is less viable than she originally is. But given the huge sightlines on this map, Rogue Knights should be able to do some damage here on the Orisa, as Crossfire now has no barrier and is just left to rely on the bubbles. A great pull coming out. Dr. Grill and Mag Dragon taking so much damage here. Eldritch going to get a little bit aggressive with the hands, going to get some additional shielding for the Sigma. As Rogue Knights hold fast here on this bottom right corner here of the point, but Super Ninja is going to take this high ground, but last round picks them off. That's the DPS if they've ever seen it, as the Resident to come out onto Eldritch as well. Rogue Knights look really comfortable so far, Siren.
Impact.
I'm actually surprised to see that the last round did not take the high ground here on defense. In the part
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that's a choice. I think a lot of teams like to play split here, leave the Sigma up on the high ground, or have last round's Ashe up there, but hey, it worked that first fight, so who am I to question it? So Eldritch being taken down early, that's Sigma diff there, as Big Brick is going to switch over off the Zarya, giving their team a little bit more shielding and damage mitigation coming in, maybe needing less resources as well, allowing Magdrake and Dr. Grill to focus more on Crossfire's Reinhardt here, who are just going to have to wait for Big Rig's respawn, and Rogue Knights is exactly what they want. Get one pick and then just hang out on point, burn time off that clock. The wraparound is going to come out, and the solo flux is going to come on to Super Ninja. Super interesting play here, as the Molten Core is committed as well. A lot of it is getting eaten here, but oh no, Crossfire in a load of trouble. Step out of the core, my friend. The High Noon comes out from Death, who is forced to use it to just kind of buy their team a little time and back out before giving up even more ultra onto the side of Rogue Knights. A little over 90 seconds remaining here, and it's just going to be the one ult ready on the side of Cosmic Dawn. Rogue Knights looking extremely comfortable. 3 ultimates online, Siren.
We do, for Rogue Knights here, we do have the Falk, and that is a good asset to help defend. We do have bongos here, so that is also a lot of damage to put out. We also have Shatter for Cosmic.
Alright, Beezer, let's rip with the bongos. That damage boost is going to be so important, and Beezer is able to just absolutely mow down Crossfire. That health bar just absolutely disappeared, almost looked like a glitch there. As Death, can you get out? No, you can't. Beezer's fusion cannon continues to find value. Super Ninja here, though, is set up on the top left-hand side of your screen in that little room, in that little bunker that Ash is going to just be hiding. Oh my goodness. Why do I say things, Siren? I just lie to the audience on a regular basis and get away with it. Last round cuts down Super Ninja as well, and that is going to be another 10-15 second spot on the side of Rogue Knights. We're approaching last fight territory, and Kuroi Star is going to get a lot of value here with that amplification matrix, given the long silence here on the approach to point A. It's up to Dr. Grill now to buy their team a little bit more time and to boost them up onto that high ground quickly. Crossfire gets taken down last round with a little bit of help from a Mercy boost and a lot of help from an Amp Matrix to make that work completely unchallenged in that backline. Super Ninja doesn't seem to be able to get a number on their fellow DPS player here. Wrapping around onto the high ground. Who's going to touch point? It looks like Big Brick is going to drop early. There it is. Dr. Grill jumping onto the point as well. Super Ninja taking out the last round. The res is there though, but no. Super Ninja with a double kill. This could be the turnaround the Cosmic Dawn need. Uravity though answering back with a double kill on their Rogue Knights debut. The Shatter comes out, only finding Eldritch, who does go down. Beezer cuts down Super Ninja's Bob here as Uravity lets the Molten Core rip Super Ninja and as Death both going down, and it's one-on-one on Cart. Crossfire winning the duel against Uravity. A fight win by the slimmest of margins, but not if last round gets the touch. The Dynamite is thrown out by the Ash of last round here, who is going to have the touch and eventually gets mowed down by Mag Dragon as well. A very gutsy defense and a fight win on the finest of margins here.
That was a really good push on Cosmic's side. They needed to do that. Kind of like, I honestly thought that Rogue Knights was gonna keep that point there. I thought that we would end the game there, but Cosmic came back.
Yeah, Uravity with a 1v1 against Crossfire's Rhyme, but I guess in the rock paper scissors of Overwatch, Rivet Gun loses to Hammer. Crossfire, speaking of, takes on Kuroi Star as well. The Flux comes out, only catching Eldritch, and that might be all you need to secure a kill and get the point here. Bob letting rip on point, taking out Mag Dragon nice and early, but it does look like Cosmic Dawn are looking pretty comfortable here. Last round does end up getting 2 picks though, Big Rick eventually going down as well. But it looks like we're going to get a recontest on the end of Street Space here for Rogue Knights. The double barrier composition likes the long sightlines, so Streets here still isn't a horrible idea, but it's not going to be as comfortable as point A because they do have to eventually take space and touch the point. Last round takes on Super Ninja as the Flux comes out, finding the tank on over here, but not securing any kills quite just yet. Mag Dragon now with the coalescence to keep everybody able to mow down Beezer here, as Death with a wonderfully positioned Molten Core here as Uravity will be taken down as well. The triple kill coming up from the Torb. Oh, a lot of ultimates being committed here onto the side of Rogue Knights, who are signaling that they might try to win here, and if not, they're going to change the composition up at the end of this point. These are buying the team so much time. We're so close to the end of the checkpoint here. Eventually, oh my goodness, taking out Magic and the Shadow coming out. Oh no, not finding enemy. Eldritch's shield just far forward enough to get the block. Kuroi starts taking out Super Ninja. We only have 40 seconds remaining here, and Rogue Knights, along with Beezer's Orisa, somehow do manage to clutch this holdout. I don't believe what I'm seeing. I said it was an ult dump signaling a change in heroes, and I was completely incorrect, Siren.
I think for Cosmics here, they need to get the Ash off the high ground because that is just a lot of damage raining down above them. Because if they keep ignoring her, then we need to get rid of her. It's just a lot of damage.
Alright, Eldritch maybe getting a little bit too close for comfort here, eating a hammer to the face, and the hands are forced out. The bomb comes out with the AWO field there to keep everybody alive, as the bomb goes is now committed onto the side of Beezer. Uravian has death, the Torp's gonna kill a piece again. Dr. Real so close to the valve. Speaking of Fat Cat, letting the Mercy rip here, as last round takes down Crossfire. Could be anybody's point, but the multi-goal is so deadly as taking that last round. Bomb over here, Eldritch with a final flux, hoping to clutch it out, but they do get cut down by Eldritch here. Once again, another overtime finish on the side of Cosmic Dawn, but now with just 90 seconds to pull the cart all the way through Castle here.
This fight's
Rocky Top, I see you in chat. You behave. I'm the caster, so I really have to be some behavior, but I have made the same mistake, and I'm trying really hard not to live on air. Nation, no! Nation, not like this. Our Super Ninja is going to take this duel against the last round here up on the high ground. Both of them eventually dropping. That Fat Cat is going to keep that high ground positioning, eventually dropping down. That Mercy is going to try their best to avoid the damage. As Gravity gets cut down by Ez Death here. Big Dynamite coming out, barely blocked here. Eldritch swinging away, pinning, not managing to find Crossfire. So as we get closer and closer to overtime, it looks like Rogue Knights are going to have to stall this out to the best of their ability. Bees are now switching onto the Zarya for a little bit more damage, a little bit more muscle, and a little bit more support onto Eldritch Reinhardt over here. Can they even touch though? Bees is going to take an enormous amount of damage just touching and gets cut down immediately. Eldritch pushing forward, in there, rock to the voice. Uravi now touching, Kuros are getting shattered. Can last round touch? It's going to be really, really tough here, as it's just Fat Cat's Moira barely touching, barely hanging on, eventually melting in the molten core, as a Cosmic Dawn finished the point with 10 seconds remaining. Siren, it was squeaky bum time for a long time there.
Yeah, Rogue Knights held them very, very well, but Cosmic just was a little bit better in that situation and pushed right at the last second. But I feel that this is going to be a close fight here.
Rogue Knights, I mean, obviously the result is what it is, but I think given off the back of those holds there on the side of point A and point B, I think Rogue Knights do deserve to have ended the point earlier, but Cosmic Dawn just eked it out. Once again, Beezer was so enormous and instrumental on that point B hold, especially coming out on the Arisa right at the end there, as he saw last round getting an enormous amount of work done on point A. But Cosmic Dawn, I think, really feeling the momentum and really getting into the groove of playing some good Overwatch now, and are playing aggressively, playing intelligently, and playing with their hearts on the line. And now they look to hold with a Reinhardt Sigma composition here, and especially looking to how that compares to what Rogue Knights are running. Not a lot of super easy dive targets here, except for maybe Super Ninja's Ashe.
We do have the Pharah on the one side, so I think Super Ninja's going to want to focus that a little bit.
Super Ninja might just be dealing with a lot of pressure, as that Coach Gun cooldown is going to be crucial for Rogue Knights to track. So like we said, Rogue Knights are really comfortable on the dive, which is crazy to say considering how comfortable and how clean they look on the brawl compositions. Eldritch looking to open some fights up with the ball, trying to wrap around to the backside of forcing a Big Rick to look away, rolling through point now. Looking at Super Ninja, who gets chunked down to half, but the Dr. Grill Mercy Pocket special is there, but not enough. Uravi with a double blink in and a flurry of headshots onto Super Ninja. The teammate does come out onto Beezer here, though, so it's not all hope lost as Kuroi Star goes down as well. Eldritch finding Ez Death, that's going to be absolutely huge. The turret goes down as well. The ball is now rolling around unimpeded without the brawliness of the Torb to stop them. Eldritch getting chunked down low, though, just as I say that, as Beezer is not coming back from spot. Last round drops down onto the point that's ground far, basically just a really bad Junkrat. Fat Cat still in the air with the Valkyrie ready to go at a moment's notice. Does she hit go? Yes, she does. The triangle is pressed. Uravi so close to that pulse bomb as well. This could be it. Last round, a Super Ninja. Play all the hit scan players you want. Slap the turret on the ground. It doesn't matter because last round is playing Pharah. And Map Dragon's Coalescence coming out as well, but Uravi, another flurry of headshots, is going to cut the Coalescence down. And it looks like Kosmic Dawn are forced to give up just a little progress here, but Crossfire, very low health, but has the Earth Shatter in tow, doesn't come out, gets it, they find 3, it's a triple kill, but the Barrage is there to answer, finding a double. His last round goes down, but the Pulse Bomb does manage to stick onto SF. Crossfire is still up and fighting, and it does look like they will clutch this out. Crossfire, for the second time today, for the second time off this map, when Point A looked lost, Crossfire was there to clutch it out. Wow. Siren, what a fight!
That was an amazing fight. I am really happy to see that Crossfire went behind them to get that shatter, because that won them back the fight.
Last round gets taken down as well, and that's going to hurt Rogue Knights, though they do get 2 ticks on point, and the rest is coming on to the last round, so they are ready to go again, but they did use so many resources to make that first push for it, and they really deserve to get better, but Crossfire was there with the LH Cloudy of shatters. Eldritch cut them as death yet again. The Torms was to counter the ball, not the other way around. Super Ninja takes on Uravity, now without the pesky Tracer in the backline, is able to let the old man Tack Visor rip here. The bomb comes out into the backline, not quite finding him, but he just going to zone everybody away for a little bit. Last round takes on Super Ninja, finding a double kill onto Mac Dragon as well. Cooler start winning the support duel here, and the Crossfire Miracles, probably not this time, friends, as Beezer cuts the Rhine down along with the help of all 5 of their teammates. It was a bit of a brutal end there for Crossfire, but buying a lot of time here, and it looks like what Kosmic Dawn are able to do is in situations where the opposition team are playing particularly well, are able to manufacture these scenarios where they just buy those 30 meters or 20 seconds that they maybe in other circumstances wouldn't have gone, but to just squeeze out every last bit of advantage there. Cosmic Dawn might be a new team, but they're scrappy and ready to make you earn every bit of progress here. Beezer, speaking up, getting DMX'd by Super Ninja with a bit of a pocket from Dr. Grill as well. The Valkyrie online, Crossfire with a Shadow ready to go as well, and it's going to be tough on the side of Rogue Knights because they don't have any shields to block that off. So we're getting.
This will heal you. I would be putting some of these ults into saving this fight or stopping it at least, because they do have the Pharah ultimate. She just went down.
Yeah, or you just don't need them, Siren. Super Ninja's in the cut last round down. So the Molten Core is going to be coming in from Death to counter the Minefield here. Beezer is going to take down Big Rig Energy, and we see. If we could just take a look at Super Ninja's positioning here on the high ground in the backline, that's such a safe position to be in as the soldier. Yeah, you have to contest with last round, maybe to get some hurt on you, but Uravity is going to go on a crazy journey to be able to do any damage to him. Beezer, Super Ninja yet again tagging down the last round. The Forest Switch might be up in the air now. Especially after Barrage is going to be used as surely well this next fight. Beezer takes out Super Ninja though, so the payload is going to keep rolling as Death is going to switch over onto the Sombra to counter Eldritch's ball.
I feel like they probably could have made that switch a little bit earlier. Their ball has been a problem for them for a minute now.
The Flux comes out, not quite finding anybody. It's what we call in the business a zoning. Flux is Beezer, you ready finding kill a piece as well. Last round here, letting the Barrage rip just as rains from above straight onto the head of Big Rick, who is able to catch most of those with the hands, but it's going to be the end of it. That's going to be just so deadly. Beezer with a double kill as Fat Cat versus Eldritch as well. So it looks like they're going to commit to sticking onto the ball. Mines are online and ready to go, as is that Diva Bomb Siren.
I honestly think they might throw the Diva Bomb in here just to get some of the shield out that Rick has, so then they can play a little bit more aggressively here. They do have the Mei, so they can push up hardcore, but they also have to be aware of Death because they're gonna have EMP. This will restore you.
Oh, Eldritch is hacked up and rocked as well. So much healing going into that ball to keep him alive. The obese hamster survives as the bomb comes out, takes down Big Rick. This could be the opening they needed. Rogue Knights are very unhappy, Siren. They got pushed to the limit on the defense, and they're choosing and demanding that the same doesn't get repeated. And is the contest going to come out? No, it is not. Rogue Knights are in to finish with 2 minutes and 31 seconds on the clock. That is an absolutely massive time advantage. 90 seconds is a full 2 fights here on the first point of Blizzard World. Cosmic Dawn with a bit of a upwards battle here to tie up the series. So far we have Rogue Knights leading 1-0 here as Cosmic Dawn look to draw it up heading into halftime.
Excited to see what they're gonna run here. Because Gravity's been doing a lot of damage on the backlines as Tracer, so I feel like they could keep that just to do some poke damage. We have a Torb.
Sean the Ginger asking me to use an adjective that is not usually in my repertoire. Most of you that have heard me cast before know that I'm a very big fan of the word massive. That's going to come out a lot. Absolutely incredible. The scenes is another nice adjective I like, but unfortunately I don't think huge is one of them. I might try to work that in though. Sean the Ginger is so insistent.
What about humongous?
I like a good gargantuan.
Gargantuan?
Sirens. Yeah, that's a good one.
You should use it. Let's see you try to use it.
Obscene is another Charles one. Thank you, Crypto. I like a good ridiculous as well. And it does look like Rogue Knights are going to run it back. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Siren, we have last round and your Gravity on that Ashe and Torb again. We've seen it work so often. Super Ninja notching the Ashe tool, now switching onto the Soldier for that more consistent shield break, as well as just overall nuisance. What I find really scary about Soldier is that his assault rifle just sounds so menacing, and as a shield tank I just get really scared. And that might be why I'm in plat. I frighten this Siren. So we have the wraparound happening. The famous reach around is made as Gravity and as Death are both going to lose their turrets nice and early on in this fight. These are now forced to take this really awkward position here on the bottom right side of your screen here as they're going to step on the point and give over some progress. Super Ninja does finally get the first pick up today. First pick up this point. Gravity, Eldritch, and Bees are being cut down nice and early. OT secured for Rogue Knights though, so if you're Rogue Knights, you try to best not to use any resources, die early, die fast, because the OT spawns here are absolutely wild. Some progress is definitely going to get made here. You get 3 cards on the point, and as the attacking team, the only thing you can do now as you wait for Rogue Knights to come and meet you is try to push the card out of this archway before the enemy team contest.
That was a really clean fight on Cosmic's side. I am really happy to see that worked out really well.
So they are managing to push over this archway, which is absolutely crucial, as it's probably one of the most... Oh my goodness, forget what I'm saying, my commentary doesn't matter. A 4-man shatter comes out on the side of Crossfire. Another fight that needed winning, another fight that looked so difficult, that looked like an uphill battle, but Crossfire is yet to is there to answer yet again. It's not as Hollywood of a shatter as last time Crossfire Siren, but no less effective coming out from Crossfire.
Cosmic does have 3 ults coming up here. We do have V already, so alright, that's Flux, that's Bob, that's Ant Matrix coming out. The ammo field is committed as well, though, as a Super Ninja is going to get cut down midway through their attack by Gravity with a enormous triple kill. To round off the point. Rogue Knights now have their win condition in place, and Siren, if you're a Cosmic Dawn fan, you're pretty happy with that display there. I am pretty happy with that display there. I'm really happy to see that Crossfire got that shatter off, because that gave them the push that they needed to, but it sadly was not enough to get them to the second point.
Looks like Siren is yet again experiencing some audio issues. I don't know, chat, if you are hearing it as well. But yeah, Rogue Knights there, losing that second one to the shatter is going to be absolutely that's going to be a painful one. The last thing you want to do when you run 2 barriers is want to get shattered, but Crossfire just picking that moment so well to make that work. As Death is going to stay on the Torbjorn here as, okay, Rogue Knights choosing not to run the dive this time, but running the Brawl composition with 2 very, what's the right word here? 2 very controversial and opinion Some people have very strong opinions about these heroes. We have the Mercy and the Chunk, but you're now switching onto the Reaper. That's going to be so much frontline damage. If this doesn't go well, the fight drags on for too long. Super Ninja on the Soldier 76 here is going to get a massive amount of work done. If you're going to ignore the legs probably will put in some damage.
Yeah, Super Ninja is going to be a really hard one to get after. If they can get that pick, then they should be able to make the push.
Get into position.
Are the walls going to come out not quite finding anybody as Fat Cat is going to pay for their life with that boop? Crossfire taking that last round as well. That's a Reinhardt on a mission. But the pin comes out, Dr. clicks out, gets taken down as does Crossfire. Eldritch answering, the Reinhardt's getting so much work done here. Eldritch eventually getting cut down as Gravity's alone on the point, doing their best to try to get out alive, and eventually Estes is going to find a kill as well. But no worries, you have at least 2 more fights coming along for Rogue Knights, as we are probably going to see a Shatter and definitely a Coalescence being charged up by the end of this one. Crossfire, though, at this point we're expecting some wild stuff to come up with this Earth Shatter as well. Not as many else close to completion here on the side of Cosmic Dawn, but as a defender you do get to set the tempo a little more.
Allow me to repair the damage.
Oh, the Shatter finds a double. Kuroi Star goes down. Gravity gets pinned as Eldritch gets melted by that Soldier Assault Rifle. Big getting kill as well. Crossfire. What a display for the first game of the season here. As once again, still that fight ended so quickly that no ultra really charged up on either side. 60 seconds remaining, and on a map like Blizzard World and on a point like Point A, this is basically last fight territory, Siren.
Eldritch does have his Shatter, so they can get a Shatter after, but they also have Grav, so they can also use that. But so does Big Rick. He will probably use it this fight just to keep them.
The pin comes out. That's a Narnia pin I've ever seen one. Beezer does take it. Crossfire gets melted down. Dueling Coalescence here on point. Super Ninja just chucks a triplet of Helix Rockets into the face of last round here. Rogue Knights here forced to show us what they can do when they need to clutch. Oh my goodness, get out of the Molten Core. Kurois are eventually fading out. Fat Cat over here doing their best to solve this point out. Kurois eventually is going to fall to as Death's Molten Core here. 15 seconds remaining in this full stall clock here. Eldritch now on the ball to touch. Beezer switching over for the Diva Jump Gem ability. Gravity though could be huge here with the Death Blossom, but I don't think that's going to be... Okay, no, Eldritch does touch. Last man gets taken out, so that's the far out of the fight here. The grab comes out. I don't think that finds anybody here, as Gravity lets the Reaper ult rip, but not quite find anybody. Crossfire takes on Kuroisar with the Fire Strike as well, and Cosmic Dawn make this work all off the back of some massive shatters coming out from Crossfire. We are 1-1 here, as the Rogue Knights are now drawn in the series against Cosmic Dawn here in the Overwatch Oasis League.
Yeah, Crossfire is a very, very good tank. Excuse me, no, sorry, not a very good tank, but he's an amazing tank player. And he's also very scary, but very aggressive when he needs to be.
Yeah, Crossfire just laying in the heat here. Reinhardt in this meta isn't as impactful and as much of a playmaker as he used to be, in my humble opinion, but Crossfire proving me wrong with an excellent display on that Reinhardt playing the main tank position. And if you're Cosmic Dawn, Pixelator, I know you're watching, you're probably thinking of keeping Crossfire in for the remainder of the series, or even the remainder of the season.
Our next map is Hanamura, though.
Yeah, moving on to Hanamura, it looks like Eldritch and Beezer are going to stay on the tank line, as Clantag and Last Brown are going to stay on the DPS. Fat Cat is going to take a break, as Kuroi Star is now joined by Yellow here on the support line.
Alright, let's get these switches in.
I'm really not super surprised to see that Rogue Knights isn't going to make like huge sweeping changes, given that honestly their display on Blizzard World wasn't bad. The only pushes that I think you could truly categorize as us Rogue Knight's errors was probably that final push, that whole 2 minutes on round 4 there, because on first defense and first attack, I think Rogue Knights kind of played as well as they possibly could have, losing some fights to Cosmic Dawn in really, really tight situations, as Crossfire is able to clutch out shatter after shatter after shatter. So Rogue Knights here, if you take a second to calm down and relax after an excellent map of Overwatch, and be as analytical as possible, I don't think Rogue Knights performed poorly at all. So the momentum is still there, and you're now counting on the in-game leaders here on this team to keep everybody up and motivated.
Yeah, that round was very, very intense for both sides. Just Cosmic just did a little bit more with Crossfire there. His shatters were beyond amazing, and I'm so happy to see that both teams, both teams are playing amazing.
I can't believe Wukong's in stream, dude. I don't want to do this anymore.
Alright, I do have to switch sides here.
Yep. Seth Trollins, I can't promise I will read your audiobook for you, but I can promise I will yell it. It might be a little more aggressive than you would like, but I do promise to give it a crack here. Alright, Sean the Ginger giving us a little bit of an insight here. As Eldritch, I'm being told by our producers here through my secret earpiece nobody can see, Eldritch, I've been told, has a enormous loaf of bread just hiding around. So if anybody would like some carbohydrates, Eldritch is the go-to. Korean, if you're going to start and say just Charles, you're going to finish your sentence and not mess around and take my attention just to say my name, Korean. Okay, Tom Lee, stay focused. Arfalk here in chat telling us that she doesn't rinse her bread, which is kind of gross. I want to make sure my bread's not dirty from sitting around at the store, Arfalk, my goodness.
Yeah, come on. Gotta rinse your bread, that's nasty.
Keep that stuff clean, dog. No germs. No germs!
Alright, let's do some more switching here. So, Cross is staying in with Big Rick.
You know, Sean the Ginger, with questions to chat like this, I kind of understand why you're not playing in this game now. Because that was an awful thing that you just typed out in chat. Nation, hello? Oh, Nation debated me. Pulled a Korean. Okay, I see how it is.
Okay.
Take the strap, hello? The score is 1-1 as Cosmic Dawn have just tied up the series after a very close Blizzard World. If anybody has a free second here, follow at Take the Strap on Twitter. There you'll be kind of bombarded with all the screenshots of DMs that Take the Strap gets on a regular basis.
Alright, turns out that Cosmic Dawn is not making any changes. Originally, they had swapped out Esdeath for Zanny. How do you think this round's going to go, this map here, Charles?
Well, I know Rogue Knights like the dive, but I like Rogue Knights running Brawl. And Hanamura lands themselves pretty easily to that. And this being the Overwatch Oasis League, every team has a good Junkrat player. And I think that's going to come down a lot on how these teams are able to play around and for the Riptires. Hanamura is also a very good Ashe map, and we've seen last round and Super Ninja face off on that. From what I've seen so far, last round might have a slight edge over Super Ninja, but something to look out for here, Siren, is that Cosmic Dawn definitely have the wind in their sails, and momentum plays a big part here in any competitive sport, including esports. So I'm hoping that they're just able to continue this. And if I'm Cosmic Dawn, I'm asking you to open this lobby up as soon as possible. Here's the lineup. Start the game now. If the lineups are wrong, we don't care. We just want to keep this momentum going. So you now jump into Hanamura.
Initiating match.
All right.
We've seen a lot of very creative Symmetra teleportation strats come out as well. The Sim able to kind of throw the team off. Of course, the most audacious attempts coming from the Chengdu Hunters, and eventually those do end up kind of trickling over to our peasant PS4 Overwatch.
I'm a little surprised to see the Zenyatta here, but I'm also... Oh, I was baited!
You got baited!
I got baited!
Siren, we can't. The attack team's always gonna bait you. On the defending side, we have Big Rick playing the defensive Sigma here to form up this double barrier defense. Super Ninja is going to be in the air on the far. We know so well through seasons past. Cosmic Dawn now running Clan Tech on the Echo, and that's really going to be the only counter to Super Ninja's far here. That's going to be absolutely huge to see how this duel plays out. Crucially, Clan Tech without a pocket here, that could be the difference maker. Dr. Grill is going to play really safe and really far back, protected by Esdeath's turret. Super Ninja getting checked as super low, but going to stay safe so far. The wall's going to come out, Crossfire just dodging it, staying alive and staying safe. And we're going to hope for some Earth-Shatter heroics here, as Crossfire now has a little more protection as well. Might be able to play a little more aggressive, as Super Ninja takes down Clan Tag, and now absolutely nobody can touch that far, as the Super Ninja is going to get super aggressive, jumping over the wall, looking to lay in the hurt and connect those rockets. Bees are caught in a really awkward position here, managing to just get out. Still full health and extremely high charge. That's going to be a massive difference maker as you look to melt through all these shields to push through at this choke. And last round is going to work a little bit harder to get a little bit more value of those May walls. So a massive shatter comes through. Crossfire does what they do best. Esdeath cuts Eldritch down, as well as Rogue Knights are going to sit again. As Kuroi Star now mows down Big Rick, who does get res eventually. Super Ninja now backing off onto the high ground and laying down the heat. And it looks a little bit scrappy, looks a little bit chaotic, but Super Ninja and Big are going to get to pick a piece again, as it looks like Cosmic Dawn are going to be able to hold on. Siren, we said this during the halftime break, and I'll say it again. The momentum is absolutely on the side of Cosmic Dawn right now.
Exactly. I do have to agree with you. They're very aggressive when they need to be, but they're also very passive when they need to be. They're playing very smart here.
Chat, I feel obliged to inform you that we do have some royalty. Jiva is now in chat. Eldritch pinning Crossfire up against the wall. Super Ninja finding a double kill with a little bit of help from the triangle button. As they're finding a two-piece as well. Cosmic Dawn here are going to be able to hold on. Rogue Knights with 4 ultimates online. Kuroi Star probably going to charge up that Coalescence soon as well. This could be it and the end of the journey for that point A hold for Cosmic Dawn, but the counter Molten Core here could absolutely ruin Rogue Knight's day as they try to capitalize on this grab. But Super Ninja is going to take down Clan Tag first, so just a little bit more time bought on the side of Cosmic Dawn, as last Brown is forced to use the wall to block up the far sightline in the air. That's not something I've seen before. This last round does pick off Super Ninja, but you're going to assume that Rez is there, and Mag Dragon is there to keep everybody alive. The Molten Core is going to come out all over this choke over here. Crossfire with a solo shatter onto Kuroi Star, with follow-up kill with a fantastically placed Fire Strike, as they're finding a double kill, courtesy of the melee. Pull the hammer out, my friend. Bigger with a rock kill onto last round, but finally, Rogue Knight going to force their way onto point. Yellow with a great boop kill as well, finding some picks. Super Ninja takes down Yellow though, as, oh my goodness, Super Ninja has the barrage ready to go, takes down Beezer as well. Cosmic Dawn might just hold on here. Super scrappy fight. I'm not even sure where to aim my camera, so Siren, you got a job on your hands. Last round, you're taking a lot of damage, forcing the healing out now. Kosmic Dawn in a very winnable position as they have both support ultimates online. Neither of them super defensive, but both with extremely high utility. If you're a Reinhardt with a Nano Valve behind you, you're basically impossible to kill. The Nano comes out onto the Sigma. Big Rig might have just stepped in front of the sideline that he didn't mean to here, but it doesn't matter. Crossfire finding a double kill. Big Rig now with a Flux online might just whip it out just to flex. Back again with the Valve now, not even pulling the Mercy Blast arrow, just doing a good job keeping everybody healed up. Clantek gets pinned up against the wall as well. I don't think anybody can touch as the Flux is going to be used just to keep Yellow out of the fight. And it's a full hold from Kosmic Dawn. That's not Siren. That's not even a tick.
No. That was really strong on their part. Oh my. Rogue Knights was doing really, really well too. They just needed to play a little bit more aggressively there.
Yeah, Kosmic Dawn coming to life. Busan started very strongly for them, but as the game went on, as the map went on, you're thinking maybe this looks like the Rogue Knights of usual. We're just gonna run up and just steamroll everybody in front of us. But Kosmic Dawn, you know, after an extremely scrappy and hard-fought Blizzard World, are now showing up in dominant fashion here on Hanamura. Just one tick away from taking the lead here in their season opener here in the Overwatch Oasis League.
There's Super Ninja on a Bastion, but I feel like I'm gonna get baited here.
Well, that tracks, Siren. You do get baited by these picks a lot, and I learned the hard way that you never trust an attack Bastion pick. On the side of the defense here, Rogue Knights are going to go with what they rolled out with on Blizzard World, the double barrier being set up, clan tag with the Torbjorn as well. Last round was set up on the high ground with the Ashe, and Kuroi is just going to try to keep everybody up on the Baptiste.
I feel like Super Ninja's gonna have his work cut out for him here with the Ashe and the Torb on him.
The problem with playing Ashe on this point on attack is that it's really hard for that Ashe to get in a good advantageous high ground and positioning compared to the defensive Ashe, so you're kind of always on the back foot when you're taking that duel and Super Ninja, just like I said, getting cut down really early on. A really, really good start, the exact start that you want if you're a Rogue Knights fan here.
I feel like Super Ninja would have gotten a lot more value if he played with his team just a little bit more, instead of stayed in the back.
Crossfire with a super aggressive pin coming out, and I don't think it's going to pay off as they're going to eat so much damage. You're getting chunked down to half. Beezer, of course, with Arisa fortified, ready to go.
This is very winnable for Kosmic here.
Kuroi Star throwing out that immortality field super early here as last rounds are getting killed. Crossfire getting cut down as well as Super Ninja gets to pick onto Kuroi Star. Rogue Knights are holding on very well so far, but just as I say that, as Death takes Clan Tag down, it could still be winnable here as Beezer takes down as Death, and eventually Kosmic Dawn do have to reset.
I feel like that was very winnable there if they would have prioritized the immortality field just a little bit more.
Beezer now with the bongos ready to go. That damage buff is going to be so big to get everybody's ultimates online as well. That's 4 ultimates online for Rogue Knights and just 2 support ultimates online for Kosmic Dawn. This fight could be an uphill battle if you're a Kosmic Dawn fan.
Rogue Knights does have a lot of ultimates here to use.
But the bongos are committed, as is the Coalescence coming out from Magdragon here. The bomb gets sent off in a really awkward position here as Dr. Grill is there to answer with the beat. The sound barrier trying to keep everybody alive. A great kill onto Kuroi Star. Last round getting a kill onto Magdragon. As Death finding a double first onto Beezer, then onto Yellow. Looks like Kosmic Dawn are now rolling through the point, ready to cap it. Eldritch not even able to charge the rest of that Flux as it looks like it's Beezer's job to touch it. Last round just managed to tag on at the last second. And looks like the contestant's not there, and Kosmic Dawn take the league in this series 2-1 here. It is match point in the Overwatch Oasis League.
That was a really nice game, honestly, if I do say so myself. Kosmic really pulled out the punches here and did really, really well while defending and attacking.
Ah! That... oh no!
Oh no!
Alright, so Rogue Knights here, after a strong start being put on the back foot, now playing for the right to a map 5. Scrungus is going to come out here though, not having played so far today on the tank line, is going to partner Eldritch. Clan Tag and Last Brand are going to stay on as a damage duo, as Cat and Yellow are going to be your healers for Rogue Knights. Cosmic Dawn, we're just waiting for some substitutions to come out, but just like I said last time, Siren, if you are a Cosmic Dawn player, if you're the Cosmic Dawn captain, you are putting out that lineup as quickly as possible, and you want these games to keep coming thick and fast because the win is in your sails and the win is in sight.
This is a very intense game to watch for both teams. Both teams are doing incredibly well.
It's going to be super interesting to see if Rogue Knights switches anything up because at the beginning of the series I was waxing lyrical about how much I enjoyed their coordination and their team play, but they just looked a little bit toothless there on Hanamura, and they may have to change some things up. KDB, listen. That's a real thing that people say. Don't you? Oh, nations piling on as well. Oh my goodness. But yeah, do or die here for Rogue Knights. Win this point, take us to a map 5, and make this another stellar cast from Siren and I. Or, don't do that. I'm not your mom. Do what you want, Rogue Knights.
I'm just waiting to see if there's any other switches coming from Cosmic side, because there was just a little bit of switches. Scrungus is coming in, and same with Cat on support here.
Can't believe I'm being threatened in chat right now, Siren. I'm so sad.
It's okay, it's so easy to bully you.
I am famously timid and bashful, so that's fair.
No, it's okay, we still love you.
I'm very shy and very soft-spoken, so a lot of people just run me over.
Unless
just not
it
one
comes to games, then you're very loud and...
No, even then, I'm just shy and bashful all the time.
That's a lie. Me. You can go back on streams and hear you, yelling and everything and getting so excited.
You have me mistaken for somebody else.
No I don't! My first stream was with you and you were, so loud and happy and energetic. Don't give me that, you liar!
Oh, jeez Louise. Monka S. We have Seth Trollins, begging us for a 2-hour map 5.
Oh,
Seth Trollins, I'm going to decline that request as someone with vocal cords. I think the longest cast I ever did was a 4-hour cast. I was doing the White Walker's Widowmaker 1v1.
Oh, really?
And I had never really done a 1v1 tournament before, so it was tough for me because obviously all you're doing is spectating the Widow, and I don't know how much drama I was able to inject there. But yeah, nobody told me it was going to be 4.5 hours, Siren. So I was there just on my couch for it was a bit of a ridiculous day. And another really long cast I remember was involving Tier 2 again. Actually, Tier 2's grand finals went to a map 7. I was casting till midnight. My neighbors were super unhappy with me. My voice was dead for a full week afterwards. But hopefully we're on a bit of a different timetable tonight. Waiting for lineups to come up from Cosmic Dawn. Oh, no, there it is. Crossfire is going to be partnering Big Rick. Super Ninja Nest Death are going to stay on the damage lineup, and Zom Dylan, Mag Dragon on the support as well. Not too many changes, and we have Zanny Boy, Admantum, Zuckerbees, and Red Hood Kitty not going to be making an appearance so far this evening, as Cosmic Dawn are just going to keep the hot hand and the form players in, and who can blame them? Cosmic Dawn looking so big and so huge on Hanamura.
I have to agree, but I guarantee they will have their playtime. they're all very amazing players here, like Grill, Zanny, Kitty, like everyone is a very, very good player. I also forgot to swap the map. I forgot to put it on Dorado.
Oh fuck, whose name am I not saying right? What am I messing up again? Oh no. Why am I making you lol, Arfok? We follow each other on Instagram. Don't do me dirty like this.
Don't worry.
Oh no.
She bullies people out of love. Alright. Now we're gonna go ahead into the next map here, because we got readies from both sides. So we're gonna get this show on the road.
Arfok, oh, okay, that's fair, that's fair. Zom Dylan does roll off the tongue, but I'll slip a B in there. No worries, I got you.
B, Dylan.
Okay.
Come on, Charles.
Okay, someone dead stuff. I see.
Initiating match.
Alright. Who do you think is going to take this map to the end?
I am a big fan of the Rogue Knights. I cast all of their games if I can. I think that I'm a big fan of what they have going on with their team, and I really like everybody on the team. And in turn, they gas me up in chat whenever they see me.
Ready.
That being said, Siren.
I think I got my answer.
That being said, Cosmic Dawn just looks so clean. That Hanamura display was textbook. That defense, the way they gave space, the way they used space, the way they pushed the advantage when they had it, the way Crossfire is unstoppable this evening. Siren, you gotta be hot on Cosmic Dawn right now after seeing that display on Hanamura.
I think like the entire team is doing very, very, very well, but I think my personal favorite has to be Cross. I know I'm not allowed having favorites, but it's gotta be Cross.
3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Surprise Cross is not on high ground.
Yeah, Crossfire just need to choose to play on the ground here. Siren, the reason that Cross isn't on high ground actually is because they don't have Shatter. But once they do, that's where they'll live and sneak up behind you. So it looks like Rogue Knights are going to go with this kind of crazy, chaotic composition again. A really aggressive dive with Eldritch on the ball, swinging up, landing some shots, coming back down, forcing the rotation onto the bottom. And Zombie Dylan here. See, slipped the B in there. Told you, chap. Zombie Dylan on the Ana here. It's going to be quite the vulnerable dive target, but just as I say that, Big Rick is going to take down Clan Tag and Super Ninjas and DMX Scrungus with a bit of an explosion here as testing in our yellow as well. Cosmic Dawn still looking likely to roll for Crossfire. We're taking so much damage. Hello? Someone, oh my goodness, heal your Reinhardt. Oh my god. Okay, so Crossfire is out of the fight here, so a big Rectangle Man is not in the fight anymore. Eldritch is going to roll forward, looking to cause some chaos. We have everybody's favorite obese hamster in the high ground here, just kind of harassing the hit scan. That is Super Ninja, but Super Ninja claps back with some animal abuse as Eldritch gets taken down, but the res is there. Super Ninja now looking up in the sky, taking out last round, connecting shots left, right, and center. That's the hit scan prowess you want in a Tier 2 championship winning side. Fat Cat now with the Valkyrie online, taking to the air, trying to keep everybody up. Everybody is on fire though. Scrungus being chunked down to half. Eldritch now with the mines as well. The hamster droppings are ready to go, but not before the flux comes out. Scrungus, Yellow, Eldritch, all falling to Super Ninja and as death. The DPS duo of Cosmic Dawn continuing to lay down the groundwork of what originally looked like a very unlikely but a fairy tale win. Eldritch here with the mines online, probably going to be used to force some positioning off this high ground, and last round is going to look for an opening to land this barrage. Everything on the line here as Rogue Knights know this is the time they need to land a big performance as Cosmic Dawn can taste that victory. Coming up next, Clantac here with the dupe ready to go as well, going to look to duplicate a big high impact ultimate here. Eldritch going to slam down. The hamster droppings are committed. Mad Dragon barely dodging. Mercy reflexes on call here, eventually getting smushed up against the wall. That's unfortunate. The bomb is out from the dupe of Clan Tag as well, as Rogue Knights is now steaming forward. Right when I say they needed to perform, they do. I probably should just gas them up more, but Rogue Knights cap point A with 3.5 minutes remaining. Looking good so far, Siren.
This is a very, very close game. Both teams are very, very aggressive, and they are very, very good people to play with. But at the same time, it has come down to the fact of like, who is going to take this win.
Alright, so it's a very ambitious Demon comes out finding a triple crossfire! Man doesn't miss! Crossfire take demecking Skrungus as well, and that's the fight won. Rogue Knights are sent back to spawn, sent packing as Crossfire doesn't need a shadow to lay in the damage.
That was so satisfying to see.
Who's flirting in chat? What am I seeing over here?
Oh no.
Am I seeing a bunch of hee-hee-hees coming out? I'm stressed. I'm stressed. We got people flirting in chat. We got Rogue Knights facing an L right now. Crossfire can't stop winning. Oh, getting chunked down to half after eating the hook though. Eldritch with a great hook here as Aston and Super Ninja finding a kill of peace. Once again, Kosmic Dawn, just a great performance from the DPS players, but Eldritch is there to start to counter them and put in a little bit of that pressure. Now Flux is going to come out, finding 2 here, as Grungus is now forced to back up and eventually gets deleted by Asdeath with a little bit of a friendly shove. Coming down from Crossfire. Crossfire now 3/4 of their way onto that Diva Bomb. Give me another triple, baby! We have Magic here with the Valk ready to go as well, as this fight looks on a knife's edge, as both teams not coming with too many ultimates, but you're going to have assumed that Yellow's Soundberry here is going to be the difference maker.
I honestly feel in that fight, since they used the Flux, they did not need to use Torps, but I guess they just needed to get that damage out.
Alright, so Rogue Knights are going to commit the whole hog to buy themselves a little bit of space, and Crossfire is actually going to get taken down amid Diva Bomb. The bomb going to the high ground, a searching bomb going to catch the ninja on the high ground of the church, but Jesus was there to protect us all. As Death takes down last round, the res coming out though immediately. Fat Cat taking so much damage to make that work, but it does pay off. Clan Tag now with the Molten Core ready to go, as the Super Ninja sights are committed here. The soldier forced away though, taking so much spam damage, eventually taking down Yellow as a Crossfire is demeched. Big rigging of Eldritch is a bit of a chaotic fight once again. A minute remaining. Rogue Knights, if you're going to come in, you better come in now, because if not, you need to start dying quick. The Molten Core is coming out to protect everybody from Scrungus' grab, and that's a difference maker that Rogue Knights lost hope of there. The grab would have been absolutely massive in that next fight, but Asdeath was there with the Molten Core to keep from the follow-up of a highly charged Scrungus Zarya to do too much damage on a knife's edge here, Siren.
30 seconds
I'm a little surprised that Scrungus used his ult there, but at the same time, it's clear that they were switching off of Zarya to do damage against the Ivy.
Like, Clan Tag is not set up on the high ground here, that Sombra might just be extremely valuable. Last round taking that Super Ninja, that's probably the opening pick you were hoping for instead of last round. Last round denying Cosmic Dawn the resurrection. Big Rick though answering back with a kill onto Scrungus, but no worries that his scan of last round is in the backline. Huge stun by finding 2. The Flux is unable to find anybody, and Eldritch is still able to touch the card. We are OT now, but remember last time we were pushing a payload, OT didn't really matter, as Death takes out Factor, so that's the healing and the res of everybody's favorite Mercy gone. Yellow gets taken down as well. No healing on point for Rogue Knights. It's just Eldritch spinning to winning. Crossfire hoping for another big bomb here. Is it impactful? Not quite, but it does turn everybody off the point. Clan Tag just touching with a little bit of help from Scrungus. Eldritch eventually getting taken down. And another ball. The stop potential of Rogue Knights is now out the window. Just the Diva here doing everything they can to hold on, but booped away by Crossfire. And Rogue Knights do not complete Street Space here on Dorado. Cosmic Dawn have a win condition online.
This is a crazy game. Oh my goodness.
Whew. Woo! It's what we signed up to do, Siren. I'm so glad this was my first tier 2 game of the season.
Yeah.
Well, just to save us a little bit of time, that time we would have spent at the end of the map. Just real quick, Crossfire MVP. I guess we can all decide on that right away. But Rogue Knights have a task at hand. Do they commit to the defensive dive? Once again, we know they like the dive. Every chance they get, they run the dive. Ace Dorado, run the dive! Yes, I just rhymed dive with dive 3 times in a row. But we've also seen them do so well on the double barrier, so maybe you let their Risa rip here. And what we see here, forgetting the attacking team for a second, we have Super Ninja teasing us with the Bastion. Clan Tag and last round are going to roll up on the May Reaper. So they know that they're good at the Reinhardt compositions, and they know they need the high ground control, so you settle on the Reinhardt Diva composition. Is that some crouch walking, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, it is, chat. Look at the bottom of your screen, because we are prepping for a spawn camp, my favorite strat to pull out here on Dorado.
You also have to keep in mind of right side.
Crossfire with a big pin coming out. The counter pin is there. The Reinhardt's tap nipples. Eldritch goes down and gets chunked down to half, but is healed up. Fat Cat just raking in those that Moira ult charge as Death gets taken, gets the turret taken down as Crossfire eventually falls. A lovely wall to keep the healing from getting to them there, but the res is there to keep Crossfire alive and swinging. Mad Dragon, yeah, doesn't have to pick Crossfire up, but all of Cosmic Dawn are forced back into their spawn. And this is exactly what you want to see as a Rogue Knights fan. You want them to take the L on the chin, come back swinging even harder. The wall here doesn't quite manage to connect us as Death is now on the side. The turret is eventually going down and the Torp is forced to back up, putting some respect on Swrungus' Diva here. The Coalescence is committed early just to keep everybody alive. The Shatter comes out, Crossfire with another Crossfire! Making sure they commit the beat here as well. Eldritch now with his own Shatter ready to go. Swing into that backline. The Flux is coming out. The Shatter is there, and the Flux is cancelled. The Reinhardts are enormous. Contact with a double kill, and Crossfire goes down again. The flank Shatter isn't paying off now because Eldritch is ready to meet them with their bigger Shatters. Crossfire and Big Brick both going into the Shatter here, and Super Ninja is going to let us see the Bastion.
See if they can get out of spawn here, because if they can get out of spawn, they can get a lot of value off our
Alright, so we have the Blossom coming out, not finding anybody due to the Immo field, but eventually a triple kill just came out from Primary Fires. Clan Tag already 15% up to the next. Oh, thank you very much. The spawn camp is working, and don't listen to chat, folks. Spawn camp isn't disrespectful. You need the win, and if this is how you get the win, you get the win. It's a competitive sport, friends, and it's working. Crossfire now leading their team on the left side here, close to another Shatter, and this time might just be... Okay, Demon comes out into the back, doesn't find anybody. Yes, Big Rick goes down, the personal bubble is on cooldown as Crossfire is forced to shield off the rest of their team and not keep that Zarya alive. Magdragon and Super Ninja both taken out as well. Eldritch getting so much work done. Eventually gets straight up, but Crossfire dies again. Clan Tag is putting in the work, laying down the heat so far this series.
They can push here because they don't have Eldritch, but Eldritch is on their way. That was a big mistake on Rogue Knight's part, because if they let him die like that, they are now allowed to push this payload.
I just want to correct Seth Trollins real quick in chat, saying that London did this to Washington. It's Washington. Everybody spawn camped them this season. You're being too specific. We have Clandeck here in the backline. Zombie Dylan getting taken down already. Magdragon here looking for the res, but trying to stay out of that. Blizz is such an awkward position to be in as the Mercy. Clandeck and Fat Cat both clapping back, and now the Death Blossom is online as well. We're closing in on last fight territory, and we're 2 fights away from the end of the point. This is amazing. Rogue Knights are pulling off something we thought was impossible. Just when we said the momentum was on the side of Cosmic Dawn, they pulled this out of the bag. This is ridiculous, Siren.
It is very ridiculous, but as chat said, they do think it's a little disrespectful, but at the same time, as you said, it's whatever it takes to win the game.
Alright, so it looks like the attacker and the defender to switch versus here. Dueling Death Blossoms coming, that's a lot of dies coming out. As Death and Clantac both going to kill a piece, but as Death is going to eventually fall to the Blossom. The Crossfire is yet again there with a pin kill onto a crucial target. Big Rig though is going to take down Fat Cat, and it might look like Rogue Knights are going to drop off here, but they do what they need here. They activate OT, and if they win the next fight, they win this map, and they take us to a map 5 tiebreaker.
So intense. They cannot get up a point here.
This is going to be really tough for them to hold on to as Clantac is going on a little bit of a cheeky flank here. And it looks like as Death is in a little bit of trouble, so the counter pins come out. The bomb is there, someone touches the point, Clantac is there. The Diva Bomb finds Zombie Dylan, doesn't give it the opening they needed. The grab comes out, the combo with the Mei alt. 动作不虚 though is absolutely correct. But okay, so Rogue Knights are still committing ults here, but I don't think that's the best idea right now. As Big Rig and Azeth will find a kill in piece, and eventually the payload does roll through, and we are going to see some streets fighting here. But Rogue Knights did absolutely everything they could have asked them to do. Spawn camp for like what 4 or 5 fights in a row. Finally render a Crossfire flank shadow moot and burn so much time off the clock. 2 minutes remaining now, and given how far this card has to travel, it's basically a 2-fight scenario for Rogue Knights. They can see this map 5, smell this map 5, and they can see the shatter as well. Crossfire going down, sent back to spawn as Rogue Knights steam forward here, knowing what they need to do, getting as many cleanup kills as possible here, because these ultimates are going to decide the fate of this series. Big Rig getting chunked down so low, the healing is there, but I don't think it's enough as Lazarus going to get a pick there as well. The Zarya going down. Rogue Knights getting so many exit picks as Crossfire steaming forward, coming back at the spawn, trying to keep everybody up, but once again, first and last death of the same fight. Super Ninja taking down Clantac over here though, keeping Clantac and keeping Rogue Knights a little bit honest. Super Ninja with that hit scan prowess is not something to be messed with. So when you want to get a little bit angsty, when you want to get a little bit aggressive, always look out for the hit scan in the back line. And by that I mean last round, taking out Super Ninja. Clantac is here in the backline, charging up the rest of the Death Blossom. Once again, perfectly synchronized Death Blossoms from Azeth and Clantac here as Poetic as you like. Oh my goodness, Crossfire with a triple shadow over here, but not able to follow up on that as Al just able to pin, I believe, his Big Brick up against the wall. The counter shadow coming out, not quite finding anybody as the Scrungus bomb is going to take on Zombie Dylan. Scrungus though unable to remech in time, giving their life for that kill onto Zombie Dylan as Eldritch goes down as well. Rogue Knight there looking pretty hairy now. Last fight territory, eventually maybe even stall territory here. Last round takes down Big Rig, but Super Ninja with the really creative flank over here takes down last round. Rogue Knights start the stall, 2 men down. The Bob here is absolutely massive because that 5 to 6 seconds burnt off the clock here is going to allow Eldritch a chance to, instead of pitting in, is able to walk in and contest the card. It's last fight territory side. The stakes, we got a series win on the line here as Yellow is now back, but gets caught up in the grab as Death and Crossfire trying to kill a piece. Can Fat Cat pull the res off? Yes, she can. As Death and Super Ninja, they're getting so much work done. The Cosmic Dawn DPS duel have been on fire all evening. Can the point reach the end? Yes, it can. Cosmic Dawn 3. Rogue Knights 1. Cosmic Dawn take the win here in their season opener in dominant fashion. After being spawn camped, after hitting OT basically right outside those gates, they're able to push forward and press the advantage and continue that momentum. A well-deserved win. Cosmic Dawn going down early on Busan, but then clapping back on Blizzard World, Hanamura, and Dorado to secure the win here in the Overwatch Oasis League.
That was a very, very nice game to watch.
Cosmic Dawn aren't messing around, Siren. That was a statement of intent.
Oh my goodness, now we have to move on to the MVPs.
Just a little bit of an update. since this is week 1 of our rotation here, the MVP system is a little bit changed up. We are taking nominations from each team, nominating 2 players of the opposition. As casters, we take those into account, but we're not forced to choose one of them. And instead of choosing 2 players from the winning team and 1 from the losing, we're now no longer restricted on how to pick those. We can pick, as long as it's 1 from each role, we are good to go.
Alright. Super Ninja and Crossfire are our first MVP nominations. We just gotta wait for the Cosmic Dawn side of it.
I don't think there is a lot of debate on the tank line.
No.
Scrungus, Eldritch, Big Rick, Uravity, Zuckerbees were all players we saw on the tank line, but I think Crossfire walks that for me. I don't think we really need to spend any more time on that. I'll circle back and give them a paragraph. Just wax them lyrical, gas them up a little bit. Crossfire, if you're listening to this, stay around. I'll talk about you in a second. On the DPS line, I think Super Ninja has to take it as well. I think the last round did extremely well. But Super Ninja, well, first of all, Super Ninja and Death both played extremely well. Death usually on the Torb, with Super Ninja flexing onto the Pharah and Ashe a lot. And we just saw so many opening picks come out of Super Ninja, Siren.
Yeah, we did. I do have to agree on those 2 picks as well. Crossfire is definitely going to be my first, and Super Ninja as well.
And last but not least, we have the support lineup. We have, on the side of Rogue Knights, we had Yellow, Kure Star, Beezer, and Fat Cat come out, and Mag Dragon, Dr. Grill, and Zombie Dylan come out from Cosmic Dawn. On the side of Rogue, I really liked Fat Cat's performance here tonight. Always there with the reses, but flexing over onto the Lucio when necessary as well. And Cosmic Dawn, not to say that they played poorly, but it just didn't pop as much as Fat Cat's performance did for me.
Yeah, I do have to agree with you there. I think from my picks for support, it's definitely Fat Cat.
Alright, looks pretty straightforward here. So, in Week 1 of Season 5 of the Overwatch Oasis League, Rogue Knights take the L as Cosmic Dawn clap back after going 1 map down. A 3-1 victory on their first game of the season. Your MVPs for the evening are Crossfire, Super Ninja, and Fat Cat. And a big shout out to Crossfire. Just want to highlight them a little bit here. A huge display for Cosmic Dawn when they were on Blizzard World and in trouble. Crossfire landed shatter after shatter after shatter, and on Dorado displaying their playmaking ability as well, and also just out of nowhere landing a triple kill Diva Bomb. I'm extremely impressed with what we've seen from Cosmic Dawn tonight. I'm really excited to see how they push forward, and Rogue Knights are no slouch either. I'm looking forward to see them on a rotation where they're able to whip the dive out a little more. But once again, it is Cosmic Dawn 3, Rogue Knights 1. I'm Charles, joined by Siren.